anything. So yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
But,
do you...
like, I don't like get that. Like, I don't fully understand that, but to me, I don't like customization. I think I want to read the story how the person wrote it. Like how you wrote it, I'm gonna read it. I don't
Yeah.
I don't want it to be.
Also, the customization templates are like 2,000 lines, I guess. So when you add customization for your character, for the love interest, if you have 3 love interests, that's a lot of coding.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For sure. Yeah, it is.
People really don't understand that. They just ask for customization. They have no idea that takes a lot of coding.
My customization template, full CC for the main character and limited CC for 3 love interests, is 8,500 lines long.
Holy. I think my longest is like 4,500.
I think the longest for mine for the Crimson Keeper, for just the customization alone, I think maybe 10,000 lines plus. Just
dang.
Because I have customization for the 4 main characters. And then I have limited customization for a bunch of other characters. So I'm like over 10,000 lines alone just on the customizing.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have any advice? Because I want to make a video on this coming up shortly, so this is kind of me writing notes and stuff. But do you guys have any advice for upcoming writers? Like, say that somebody hit you up and they're like, what's your best advice that you could give to somebody that's totally new to episode, knows nothing about directing, nothing like that? Yes, Sylvia.
I have actually 3 pieces of advice from my own personal experience. First, be passionate about the topic you're talking about. If you are 100% committed to that idea for the story / topic for the story, stick to it. Don't change it. Or like, say you start writing it and you're like, I'm not really feeling it anymore, then don't publish it. Second piece of advice I have, do not rush your updates. And that's from experience from behind the hood, because I actually was writing chapters to get up as quick as possible because of how popular the story became. And I remember I had to go back because I had grammar mistakes, I had branching mistakes, I had a bunch of different mistakes I had to go back and fix. And in my fan mail, and I remember this too, I had a fan mail that pretty much said that they could tell that the chapter was rushed. So take your time. Your readers will be there when you release a new chapter, no matter how long it takes you. And my third piece of advice is honestly just have fun writing, and don't be afraid to ask fellow authors. And I'm saying fellow because some will help you, some won't. But don't be afraid to ask for help. And I'm not saying to get help to like freaking write your whole story. I'm saying don't be, if you're wondering how to do something. Like I know one for me was how to have a scene that was a day one, but have the overlay for the dim the lights. And I didn't do that at the time when I started, and I asked an author and she told me how to do it. Or I remember I asked Jay to pretty well to help me how she did the wolf for the wall. I remember she asked me, and I do give her credit for every single time that I use it.
Yeah. How to animate.
Yeah, how to animate it really quickly. So that's a little bit of my advice I have for new authors is just make sure you know what you're talking about. Don't rush your updates, and don't be afraid to ask for help from fellow authors or editors in the community.
Agreed. Jen?
All right. My advice for new authors is write what makes you happy. Don't write what you think others want to read. If you write what you are passionate about, what you want to write about, there will be people out there that will have the similar taste of you. And if you don't have the heart in what you're writing, it will show in your writing, and it will suffer. Don't be afraid to ask for help, but also realize that other authors also do get extremely busy, and they might want to really help you, but you know, several authors also have lives outside of episode.
Mm-hmm.
Get a very good understanding of coding. I mean, there's a lot of resources out there, and do a lot of practice and experiment and practice and experiment and practice and experiment, because
Mm-hmm.
that'll go a long ways. And there was something else I had on my mind, but now it's like gone.
Focus on one story at a time if you can is another one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I am really bad for that.
This is me personally, just because one, I can kind of tell when I'm reading other stories, but also for me, don't start a story till you have your ending. I
Because
won't
I'll drag
start
on
a story until I have the ending. You know, I might be fuzzy about the details in the middle, but if I don't know what I'm writing towards, your story will feel just all over the place.
Yeah.
Write with your purpose. What is the purpose of your story? What are you writing towards?
That's good.
This is such a good advice, because when I used to write, I would just have an idea for a plot, and I would have no idea how to end it, so I would just stop at chapter 3. So this is really a good advice. Yeah.
Do you want to continue writing, Lani?
Yes, but for me, when I write, I think about the directing with the plot, and I don't think about the ending. So this is what is wrong.
Another one I remember that Jay mentioned from the meetup is also do your research on your topic as well.
Yes.
Not only on your topic, but like just directing in general.
Well, if you're writing about something that you don't have intimate knowledge on, do your research on it, because you're going to have readers that do have intimate knowledge on it. And I you know, I mean, at least me personally, I don't want to come off as I don't know what I'm talking about. But your words can have the impact. I know for me personally, when I read stories that address topics that I have very intimate knowledge about and intimate experiences about, and they're misrepresented, it almost offends me, and I won't continue it. I actually get very repulsed, because they didn't take the time to love their story. If you love your story, you will research.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a good